Hey, howdy. I'm back. Time for some more Yumatuki. Today's gonna be relatively low-key. Technically there was a patch today. The patch had, like, two things in it. It was a QXY update, but, you know, nothing really of note. It's just a couple bug fixes. I'm fine just doing dailies? Okay, there it goes. It does take a second sometimes. I'm fine just doing free expeditions. And the first one is, Sky Kingdom, which is nice. This is... I guess there's a couple ways to get here. I'll go through, I'll go through Forest World. Or, Garden World, excuse me. Garden World to Blue Forest to Art Gallery to Sky Kingdom. Because it's an excuse to walk around Art Gallery, right? That area is fun. But I learned about some very curious things yesterday. Lots of a couple of old things, a little bit of like old beef that I was not aware of. And it's very interesting to read up on in retrospect. So the thing that I learned is, so there was a Flash game that I played actually quite a decent amount as a kid. There was a website, to those who did not grow up in this era, first off, I apologize. There was a lot of really cool Flash games you could just find around. So much ridiculous human expression. It was a fun time. But, there was a specific game that I found on, it was either... Oh, this isn't where I wanted to go, but where is this? Very... weirdly, like, Sniper Bob-esque. Hang on, but now that I've gotten distracted, so let me go and check out these funny guys. These like Shel Silverstein-looking creatures. Ooh. These designs, oh my god, these designs. This is cool. I don't know if there's anything you can do in here. My gut says probably not. But yeah, I had kind of a weird way of consuming Flash games as a kid, because there were the options of websites like Congregate that I could have used, and sometimes I did, sometimes I used Armor Games, sometimes I used Nitro and Miniclip. This specific time, I was using Arcade Prehacks, which, if you don't know, is a website that was specifically Flash games, but specifically cracked Flash games. Because the funny thing about Flash games is that they're pretty easy to decompile and mess around with, so it's not... If you know how to use Flash and you know how to use, like, you know how to use Adobe products, it's pretty easy to crack them open and, like, tweak the rules to your liking. Ooh, I like this one. I don't think I've seen this painting before. I wonder if that's an unlockable connection. But yeah, I ended up finding a game by the name of Cellcraft, which was a very bizarre experience. Mondrian World, hang on, are there any connections in here? Paint Splatter Park, Upside Down Forest, okay, interesting. Again, leaving a bat here in case I get lost. Whoa. I like the tile sounds a lot. But yeah, Cellcraft is one of those one of those, like, I think it was a student project, or at least, like, either made by graduate students, or at least, like, made by professors at Carnegie Mellon University. Which is, interesting. No, not Carnegie Mellon, excuse me. Wake Forest, rather. I'm thinking of something else for, Carnegie Mellon. I'm thinking of, Kyle Gabler and Kyle Gray, the guys who made World of Goo, because they were, Carnegie Mellon alums. And to be perfectly honest, they are a lot of the reason why I considered potentially going to Carnegie Mellon for undergrad. Because I was like, damn, there's a surprising amount of, like, very prolific tech people who come from Carnegie Mellon. But I digress. So, Cellcraft was a very strange game. It was it was essentially an edutainment game. It was an educational game where you control a cell. You are, I believe, if I remember correctly, you are a pair of platypus researchers. And there's some weird story about how the, it's like a space mission or something like that. There's something about, like, fighting for the survival of your species. And it was a weird game. I remember quite liking it. But I never really understood it. Like, it's very, like, obliquely research-oriented. Which makes it a very weird game to play in retrospect. But it doesn't stop there with the weirdness, because there was a significant controversy with that game, because, one of the lead research assistants involved with the creation of that game was a creationist. Which is such a weird... I always forget that, like, creationism was a real movement. Like, there was a significant period of time where stuff like the Scopes monkey trial and, like, people genuinely fought back against evolution being taught in schools. So it was so weird to think of, like, oh yeah, right, this was, like, there were, like, people that fervently believed in creationism for a while. Now, the reason why, like, a lot of this controversy came to a head was because two reasons. First off, the main academic advisor, who was an alum of Liberty University, which is hilarious, because Liberty is, like, Liberty University is one of those, like, very, like, fundamentalist Christian views, but as a university. They pop up in college football from time to time, and it's always funny to hear their name come up. But on top of that, the fact that it's a platypus is weirdly relevant, because I ended up looking into it because I saw that mention. I was like, what the hell do you mean the platypus is, like, a central part of this? So apparently, the main, like, talking point of creationism is the concept of intelligent design. Basically, it's the logic of humans, of, like, oh, humans are so much more advanced than so many other creatures. How could evolution have accounted for that? It's like, I don't think you understand how evolution works. But the platypus, apparently, is used as, like, essentially like a dog whistle for creationists. And it's often used as an example of that intelligent design theory. It's like, oh, the platypus. What on earth would have led to the creation of the platypus? It's such an illogical thing. Surely it has to be divine. It's like... it strikes me as the exact same kind of argument as, like... And I mean, fair play. It's very similar arguments to, like, astronaut, like, alien theorists. They walk very similar paths, and there's a lot of stuff, specifically in Ancient Aliens, that borders on talking about eugenics. And it all kind of springs from a very similar logic, and it's a logic that doesn't hold up under much scrutiny. It's the idea that, like, oh, those things in the past are in the past, therefore they must be less advanced, less interesting, less cool than the stuff that we have today. And it's like, that's not really how things work. That's not how things work in a lot of respects. It's like the main reason why there's so many aspects of ancient society that you believe to be less advanced, it's because we don't have the tools to analyze them anymore, because a lot of the history has been lost to time, as is standard for history. It's like the reason why you're not finding evidence is because it happened thousands of years ago, and what little evidence we have is fairly compelling that there were still, like, I feel like a crazy person saying this out loud, like, as it happens, there were very advanced societies in earlier parts of history, and like it feels very demeaning to say like, oh, the ancient Romans and their like they didn't understand the dangers of lead. And it's like, yeah, okay, we use plastic for everything, and I guarantee in 1,000 years people are going to look back at our time in history and go, why did they use plastic when they knew it was so toxic? It's History has a funny way of repeating itself like that, but I digress. But yeah, Cellcraft was an interesting time. I gotta go and replay it at some point just to see, like, scope it out and see if it was what I remember it to be. Because I remember it being quite fun. It was, like, weirdly in-depth as, like, a educational tool. It, like, went into a lot of detail about the different, like, organelles of the cell, and, like, I remember very distinctly free radicals were a mechanic. Like, the nucleus of your cell would get attacked by, like, rogue electrons, I think? It was something like that. But I remember arcade pre-hacks very distinctly. A lot of games, a lot of, these flowers are disturbing. Why are you like this? Lots of garden defense games. That was a weirdly common trend. Because the one that I remember it was called, like, Get Off My Lawn, I believe, and it was the most Newgrounds game to ever exist. That it was a tower defense, it was an incremental tower defense game where you had to protect your lawn from little goobers. Like, I forget if it was anything specific or it was little like ink blots essentially. And you would attack them and, like, gain weapons and, like, run them over with your lawnmower, and they would bleed. And it was aggressively Newgrounds. Oh. Okay, hang on. Where is Blooming? I must have walked all the way around it. Where's Blooming Blue Lagoon in here? We head to the main area. Boop. Oh wow, there's so many connections in here. I didn't find any of them. Let me poke my head in Patchwork Playroom. I'm curious what's in here. But another game I remember playing quite a bit was Super Mario 63. This is like a famous Flash game that was a full recreation of recreation asterisk of Super Mario 64 as a Flash game. And I put the asterisk there because it's like half Mario 64, half Mario Sunshine with, like, Yoshi's Island sprites and, like, mild Yoshi's Island elements. It's weird. Whoa. I recognize that movement. Those are chasers. That could have been bad. What the hell? Weird. Do you react to Eyeball Bomb, I wonder? You got, like, a fuse. Oh, you kind of do. And then you maybe spring? I don't know what... Interesting. Ugh. Man, this area is freaky. I like this worm, though. This is a good worm. Okay, gotta go. I would be willing to bet that if I got caught there, they would either... That would either be a direct wake-up event, or it would be trapping somewhere. Okay. That's there. Okay, all the... as far up as I can go. But yeah, Mario 63 was an odd case, and I don't recall playing the game that much as the actual game. I mainly just futzed around with the level editor, because the level editor was weirdly robust. It's always that's a weight in my heart when it comes to video games, is any game that has a good level editor is like already jumps up in terms of games that I probably would have enjoyed as a child. Games I would have enjoyed as an adult, honestly. I don't know why I phrased it like that. Because, as it happens, level editors are a really cool feature, and I wish more games had them. It feels like it kind of fell off ever since the, like, downloadable browser, the downloadable, like, Wild Tangent era, because there was a stretch of time where a lot of games had like, level editors and map editors, and then a lot of those series just went away. It's a similar thing as how, like people just don't make tower defense games as much as they used to, and it's because people kind of got... A lot of the companies that made a lot of them stopped making games, and the rest of the developer sphere kind of got sick of the concept. Makes me wonder if something similar is going to happen with roguelikes. Because I feel like even now people are getting a little sick of how oversaturated roguelikes have been. This is RPG Maker. RPG Maker-ass cutscene. Whoa. Oh, right. If I use invisible, can I see it? Can I see the Uruseki in here? Yeah, wow. That's freaky. Having a smoke. I wish I could sit down. I would not mind joining in on the festivities. I've always wondered what these characters are supposed to represent, because I mean, I feel like this is the kind of thing, because Yumatuki is a collaborative project. There's so many different interpretations for what the chasers even mean in this game. Like in Yumaniki and Dot Flow, their interpretations were fairly clear cut. Like in Yumaniki, the Torningen represent Monosuke's social anxiety and like getting bullied by older women. And in Dot Flow, it's like... Dot Flow, it's also a little more obscured, but I always interpreted it as, Hello. We're just chilling. This is a therapist. This is a therapist session. But I always interpreted the chasers and dot flow as a representation of Sabasuki's sickness. Because there's that whole aspect that every time you get caught by... Whoa. Oh my god! Whoa! That's amazing, wait. I love the hair. See, now I have to. Is this random chance, or is this specifically because I'm wearing this costume? Interesting. I wanted to take a picture while wearing the mask, sad. Huh? Scary. Oh. It's sad. I wanted to go and say hi. But yeah, the website that I played the most on was probably Nitrome. And Nitrome was good. I mean, Nitrome is good. My one complaint with them is that it seems like they... It seems like they are a little resistant to other people archiving their stuff. Like, they're one of the few developers that have, like, actively reached out to Flashpoint. Which is... Flashpoint is the, like, Flash archival service that people set up. Hello. They're one of the few developers that reached out and actively were like, "Hey, please don't archive our games. We're going to do it ourselves." But then they went multiple years with not actually archiving it themselves. So I wonder if they're working on like a larger project. That's like a mega cart of a bunch of their old games. Because I mean, they just released Twin Shot Deluxe, so maybe that's their angle. Ooh. Interesting. But I remember Nitrome very vividly. I remember Miniclip and the garbage that I was allowed to play when I was a kid. Not even like crap, not even like your typical Miniclip stuff. It's just like completely unfiltered access to Flash games of, let's say, variable quality. There were equal parts stuff like Hillary Dance-Off and Bush Shootout, but peppered in with things that were like genuinely really good games. It was such a weird mix. Like there's still Flash games like oh, where am I? Okay. Is this... Has the store always been open? Oh wait, hang on. I gotta get lucky with this. Damn it. There we go. I was trying to catch it on a frame where there was static. Oh! Oh my god, dinosaurs. Can I go underneath if I have child? Oh my god, I can sit on it! Wait! That's amazing. Oh. Whoa. Sad. I wonder where this would lead. I guess we'll never know. Or maybe we will know in a couple of years' time. You can never really tell with Tuki. This is P-Gray. I do like P-Gray's worlds a lot, but I think I'm good for now. I'm gonna do a little bit more walking around, and then I think I'm good for today. I kind of want to go to. I want to go to Cocktail Lounge. That's what I want to do. Am I going the right way? I'm not. This is Oil Puddle World. Okay. I forgot this was over here. Okay. So it's down to spherical space and then right. I ended up going right and then down. So I think I have an idea of where I want to go. I want to go to Cocktail Lounge. I want to sit at the bar. This is like top 5 coziest maps in the game, despite its age. So I'm more than happy to end it here. If I can make it to at 28:28, I think that's when I'll end up. Are there seats up here? There are. Okay, cool. I guess I'll sit on the floor. You can't sit at the bar, so I guess I'm stuck like this. But yeah, that's all I got for now, I think. Thanks so much for watching, y'all.